How to improve your aim/accuracy on Hunt Showdown, Xbox and PlayStation 4. Hello everyone! Today I'm going to do a little guide on how to improve your aim on console. In the last couple of months, people have told me that they admire my aim on Hunt Showdown console. They wanted to know how I got so decent aim, and I figured I would do a video. Before we start, I have to say that I've been playing Hunt Showdown since day one of Xbox Game Preview. I've put more time into the game than 90% of the player base, and that means I got a lot of practice. You won't improve immediately, but you will still improve, if that makes sense. But to the PlayStation players, by watching this video I'm pretty confident that you will have a head start over the others. And now, let's get into it. First of all, I'll show you my settings. They are the foundation of my aim, and I'm pretty sure that many of you will find them odd at the beginning, but they will definitely help you. I'm running the control scheme Hunter, because with the slight clunkiness of the aim, Hunter is way better, and I'm more used to Hunter. Obviously, all my other settings are based on this decision. I'm running a rather high default x-axis because I want to be able to react fast when running around. Most of the time I run around without a weapon in my hands, and if I get ambushed, I can start strafing immediately. I also always try to center my screen on the thread when running around. Y-axis is a little bit lower in general, because usually I have my screen centered on the head level, or near the head level, so I don't have to aim that much upwards. Shoulder aim is already way lower with 0.70. I have it lower because I want to be a little bit more accurate when hip firing. Hip fire is very powerful. This also works with my aim down sights, which is very low with 0.20. I have it so low for adjusting the weapon sway at a certain distance. I use aim down sights for the more accurate shots. With such low sensitivity it is easier to pop a head. In general, aiming is a three-stage process. I see an enemy and center my screen on him. Then I aim at him with my shoulder aim. Maybe even adjust it so he's in the center of the crosshair. If he's close enough, up to 10 meters, I'll go for a hip fire, in case he's aware of me. If he's not close enough, or simply unaware of me, I'll line up the headshot by aiming down sights. With the low sensitivity I can easily adjust it. If you practice this process, you will still have a fast reaction time due to the high x-axis, plus very accurate aim. Keep in mind, crosshair placement is essential. I won't talk about the scopes, because I'll make an extra video regarding sniping in the near future. Let's talk about the last 5 points regarding my settings. First of all, turning strength. I know many people ask me what I have my turning strength at and can I turn it off. Sadly, I can't turn it off, and I left it as it is, because back in game preview we didn't have an option for turning strength. So I figured I would leave it as it is, and till now it didn't do any good or bad. I got used to it. The real problem is the aim assist. Oh yeah, I've turned aim assist off. Many people turn aim assist on because they think it helps them as they play with a controller. But the truth is, you can't aim properly if the game pulls your aim towards the enemy. With having a mechanic like bullet travel time in the game, it will just be annoying. Of course it will make aiming harder at the beginning, but we are talking about long-term gains, and this will definitely help you improve it. And I left vibration off because it usually screws over your aim when it vibrates during a gunfight. And the last 2 points are just personal preference. Now, as we have talked in depth about the settings, let's take a look at some gameplay related things. There's already some gameplay in the background. I've already pointed towards the weapon sway, which is a big thing in Hunt. Every weapon has sway, some less, some more. How do I work with it? I try to adjust it at far distances with the low sensitivity. But if I'm in a close quarter situation, I usually tend to wait a little bit until the weapon sway moves towards the enemy head. I also flick a lot, because if you flick, the weapon sway won't bother you as you shoot immediately. The same goes for quickscoping, although quickscoping can be quite difficult. Most gunfights are strafing battles in my experience. You're both standing in front of each other and shoot. In order to win such a fight, timing your shot is crucial. Don't panic, but take your time. Even if you get hit, stay calm. I often see people spamming an entire dog at me, but they won't hit because they don't take the time. You should also prevent to stand still just to reduce the weapon's weight, unless the enemy doesn't know that you are there. If you stand still in a strafing battle, the enemy will have an easy time popping your head off your shoulders. So don't stand still in a strafing fight. I have seen many people doing it. Most of the time, when it comes to strafing battles, I use the left stick in order to aim. I don't use the right stick. I know, in some other games it's different. You should always use the right stick. But in these kind of battles, I'm most of the time using the left stick. So I'm aiming by moving. This really helps with those low settings, and it really made my aim a little bit more accurate, as I don't have to aim upwards or downwards that often. In strafing battles, you're just trying to hit the head, time the head perfectly. Last but not least, you have to consider bullet travel time. Always lead your shots in front of the target and let him walk into the crosshair. Don't directly aim at him unless you're super close, and if you're super close, don't forget the hipfire, because the hipfire is very powerful. Don't sleep on the hipfire. Try to use it as often as you can if it's appropriate. If he's right close to you, just hipfire him. I'll promise you it will improve. Now, as we have talked about aiming, we need to talk about practice, because practice makes perfect. First of all, I would advise you to run some quick plays. It's straight PvP and you will run into other players. There you can practice your aim or practice certain weapons. Also make sure that you shoot AI while strafing in order to improve your timing. What I mean with it? If you have finished a round, you're sure that there's nobody alive, or you're running with the bounty maybe, or in a quick play, just shoot the AI. You can improve your aim easily by just trying to hit the AI, shooting the AI, headshotting the AI. This helped me a lot in the beginning, trust me. And if you don't care for the progress, but want to improve yourself, which will make progress easier in the end, hardly ever run from a fight. As I have said dozens of times, practice makes perfect. With all being said, I hope you really enjoyed this video. This was my first kind of guide on Hunt Showdown Xbox content and PlayStation content. If you enjoyed that video, please consider hitting that like button. And if you want to see more Hunt Showdown console content, subscribe for more. And by the way, I'm not a native English speaker. You probably have already realized it. So forget my mistakes. And now, I wish you a fantastic day.